Addiction.
I'm so bored.
Addiction. Addiction. The year was 2011. Just hear this. And I had visitation with my 7-year-old daughter. She was in town with me for one whole week. Hold on. In from Nebraska. I took her to rehearsals with me. And someone, while I was at rehearsals, called my father, who was a police officer, a drug enforcement agent, a DEA officer. Woo! They called my father and they said, "It's a fact that your son is using while his daughter is at his house." So he drove up from Houston, Texas. Just hear me out, and I'll rock your face off in a second. He drove up from Houston, Texas with my mom. They broke into my house. I show up with my 7-year-old daughter. I take her inside and my dad comes up and he says, "Come here, give Poppy a big kiss." And she gives him a kiss. "Poppy!" And then he gives her a big hug and he says, "Sweetheart, take her in the other room and go play. I gotta talk to her dad." My stomach turned. And he said, "Come in the kitchen with me, son." And when he said son, fuck. So I went in the kitchen with him and he pulled this out of his pocket. He said, "I found this in your bathroom." Except it wasn't just in this little pretty baggie, it was all over your floor, son. And if your 7-year-old would have gotten in there, she would have gotten sick. She could have died. And I said, "But that's not what you think it is. That's not what you think it is." And he goes, "Oh really? Well, I brought this test kit with me. And if I put this in here and I scrunch it like that and it turns purple, it is pure methamphetamine." And I said, Dad, don't do that. Please don't do that." And all of a sudden I reach for a bottle of red wine and I start frantically undoing it to drink as much as I can to calm the fuck down, because now I'm shaking. "Please don't do that, Dad. Please." He scrunches it and it's purple. And he looks at me and he says, "You are a son of a bitch." And he says, "Honey, let's go."
Take the kid with him.
And he picks up my daughter and he tells my daughter, "Look at your daddy and tell him goodbye." Are you fucking doing? "Bye, Daddy." "What do you mean? Hold on. And he goes outside and I follow him outside like I'm gonna do something, right? Like I'm gonna stop this because it's my daughter. And he puts her in the back of the seat, he pops her in the Snoopy seat, right? And that's when the shit really fucking hits me. That's your Snoopy seat. And he comes up to me and he says, "Say goodbye to your daughter when we drive off, because you're never gonna fucking see her again." He gets in the car, pulls out of the driveway, drives off, and my little girl's like, "Ah." And I'm like, addiction. What's the fucking next thing I did? I went right back inside. I broke up more. Because I couldn't stop. I'm going to tell you today, my daughter lives with me. Today, I don't have to do that shit. Today, I'm so grateful for the way my father brought me up. He was a fucking asshole, and I fucking loved him for it. I love you, Dad. So if there's anyone out there that has a secret, anyone, you don't have to do it today, but I just want to let you know there's a solution when you're ready, okay? I love you guys so much. This song is called Fear.
Fear.
Oh my life, I'm running from pain. A feeling I don't understand, but it's holding me down. So rain on me, I'm underwater, and all I am is getting harder. Gonna carry on up. Listen, today I don't have to fall apart. You know what I mean? I don't have to be afraid. You know what I mean? I don't have to let the damage consume me or my shadow see through me. Come on. Fear and itself can really spit you out over and over again. Believe in yourself, you will. And get back up. Who's with me? I'm up here. I'm looking at the way down there. I'm staring through the eyes of care, and it's staring back at me. Oh, the beauty is I'm learning how to face my. I'm starting now to find some peace and set myself free. As you see today, I don't have to fall apart. I don't want to be afraid. I don't have to let the damage consume me or my shadow see through. Like you're an average. I used to fight.